All right, welcome to some OMSI 2. Apologies for the delay in the stream, but I hope you're well. I'm not sure if there's anyone's watching live, but if you're watching this as a VOD, or if you're watching live but just lurking, you are very, very welcome. We will be doing some bus company stuff today, specifically, of course, with Nabil's newly founded OmniGo company, OmniGo Transport. Hello, nerds. You're watching this as a VOD right now, or this must be me speaking to you. Must be quite a trippy experience. Hello, Card. How you doing? How was Derail Valley? I wanted to watch your stream for a bit, but I was busy unfortunately, so I couldn't hang around. How is it? Right, here's our fella. I wish I could see his face. I guess we'll just never know what he looks like. I'm planning on doing some Alheim action today. Hopefully some long shifts. Help us get our money up. This one's 108. Goodness me. That's almost 2 hours. You know what? I'm here for it. Let's do it. Let's do it. 108 minutes. Let's go. Off the rip. We'll do it big. We'll drive the man. The MAN. I don't even know if I say it correctly. I don't know if it's MAN or if it's man. But I've always said man. Cardar, I've been, I don't know why, but in the last 2-3 weeks, everyone has been recommending it to me. I don't know why, but let's take the 3-door today. I usually only take the 2-door. Let's take the 3-door. Oh wait, I have taken the 3-door before. Oh, that was for the thumbnail. Yeah, it's been recommended to me so much, so I feel like I almost have to at this point check it out for myself. Hold on a second. Which office is yours, nerd? I might have to do some digging around, see if I can find your deleted recordings of all the crashes you've done. CTO office. Right. You were doing it with Nabil? I had no idea. Sick. No worries. Yeah, we'll definitely do multiplayer once I get my hands on it. Do you have Derail Valley, nerd? Only because you've vacated that position for CTO. Oh yeah, of course. I literally, like, an hour ago saw you writing about it on Discord. Yeah, so I guess when I get my hands on it, then it can be you, ASR, Nabil, maybe Kardar, and myself. That would be chaos. Are there any limitations to like how many people you can have on your server? Welcome back, Nabil. Welcome back, Nabil. Welcome back, Kardar. I had no idea you were playing with Nabil. I've been told that there is multiplayer, but I tend to just forget details. 10-player server, that's plenty. That's plenty. That's so sick. Oh my god, I want to get it even more now. As if all the voices leading me to buy it wasn't enough. The dispatcher needs to do the planning. So I can imagine Nabil enjoyed it very much. Nabil's good with planning. No, there's no. Nerds, how about we work together? How about we work in unison for once? You know, like when we're driving on ATS and you know, chaos aside, we work towards a shared goal. How about we do that? Would have made his week. Yeah. It was a shame I didn't have the cash for it during the sale. I think it's what, 33. It would be different for you guys depending on your currency, but I think in terms of pounds it would be 33, which is a little bit pricey, but I think for how much fun like will come out of it, I don't think it's too bad. So we're starting in a car park, which is always great. Gonna turn the audio up a little bit. Yeah, is that good? You can hear the bus? Hopefully. Right. Personal number 21052. PIN 15067. Line. I'm going to type it in exactly as it is up there. I don't know if I could get away with just typing in 500. I could. My timetable is empty. Why? Oh my god, I haven't selected it. I haven't actually selected it properly. Should have probably done this first. SB05. Circulation 3. Start time 15:15. Thank you very much. 26 minutes to go. I just don't know if I've selected the right thing on here. I don't know if we're doing route 01 or route 03, and I don't know the difference between the two. I wish there was something that like would have said. I guess I can just see if the stations match up, perhaps. Business Park is there. That one is there. That one is there. University, yes. Benoa Platz, yes. Auheim, Hauptbahnhof, yes. Bergster, yes. Bahnhof Sonnefeld, yes. Petrus Krankenhaus. Hello, hello Henk, how you doing? Simon, how you doing? Sorry, I'm just setting up the train at the moment. Auheim, Simon. Petrus, yes. Listau, yes. Derenhofen Market, yes. Yes. Bahnhof, yes. Wetterhof, Westerbrücken, Kirchplatz, Markemannstrasse, Schnassenberg, Kornblum, Outlet Park, Factory Outlet Center, Heiterhof. Okay. All good. All good. What do we need to do over here? I don't think I do much over here, to be honest. Lights can stay off. We'll put the headlights on auto. Temperature will set to 21. You have to hold this and then you can like manually change it. Set the fan to about there. I don't know, because I've set the temperature digitally, or like automatically, I don't know if I need to mess around with this, but I do it anyway, just in case. And I think that should be it. Not yet, Hank. I was meant to do that today and I forgot. Forgive me. I will hopefully do it after the stream if I remember. But I did plan to do it this morning and I completely forgot. Carda, apparently there has to be a certain number of days between Steam sales. So between sales for games on Steam. So go and buy that. This is what I've heard. How real it is, I don't know. But just going off that, the Steam summer sale would be too soon after Derail Valley's previous one. So I don't think, from what I've been told, there will be a sale. I'll wait and see anyway, but I'm not expecting one. The whole Ibis thing scares you. I mean, you can just skip it, nerd, and do it from where it says 92E, but I'm assuming you've been doing that anyway. You know, before login, you could change the language. Oh, is that where all the flags were? I didn't think about that. You know when you see something, but you don't see it. I'm good, thank you, Hank. How are you? Is Alheim fictional? I think so. It seems like all the best maps, from what I've experienced, are fictional. Which I'm not usually... Like, I don't usually like fictional stuff in Sims, but the maps are actually really flipping good. Do I have setups to share with you, Hank? Let's see. Let's find out. Let's find out, shall we? I have it, nerd. I referred to it a couple of times, but I don't do it all the time. It's gonna be on ACC, isn't it, Hank? Which 992 is it again? Is it the GT3R? 992 GT3R track. You say is it Nürburgring, right? Is it just a normal Nürburgring or the 24-hour one? Either way, there's setups for both. GT3R. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. Yeah, I've got setups for that, so I'll share them with you. Normal one. Okay. Yeah. So I'll share that. I'll share that with you. You can change the language to via the menu. Yeah, but I don't know how to navigate the menu because it's in German now. It's a bit too late. But you know what? I'm not gonna mess around with it anyway. So like, it's cool. It's not like a big problem. Anyway, I think we're ready to go. We should be setting off for 3:15, I believe. So I'll speed up time. You know what? I'll speed up time to 3:15 because I don't want to end up having to slow down and wait for time to pass because I'm too early. Make it 14 because it's 51 seconds. And we should be good to go. Bring my mic somewhere more better. You made a script to close all the doors from a Stream Deck. Nice. You know what? A Stream Deck could be very handy here. With how much, like, there is to, with how much there is to fiddle around with, a Stream Deck is very handy. Also, nerd, if you ever have issues with force feedback, one thing that I found happens with me is the force feedback either will just not be, it would be non-existent, or it would be either be non-existent or very, very weak. So I press K on the keyboard, so it switches it to keyboard control, so your wheel shouldn't do anything, and then press K again and it should reactivate your wheel, and then when it reactivates your wheel, it should be okay from that point onwards. I don't think anyone's coming on here. I've set up the bus correctly. They seem to have changed their minds.
Ein Fahrschein bitte. Dankeschön.
Guten Tag.
I love this bus, man. Not because of the bus itself so much, although it is a really nice bus, but more so for the realism. It is incredibly realistic. It's the most realistic mod with all like the details that have been put in. I'm not surprised at all that it was created by a man fanatic. Is there a like a layout, a plugin, nerd, for OMSI 2 on the Stream Deck? Would you know? I don't know what the speed limit here is. I don't know whether it's 30 or 50. We'll go assuming it's 50, especially because we're now a little bit late. Which is low-key what I kind of wanted. Oh, it's real, Simon. I was 50-50 on it. I know Waldhofen is fictional. I know Hohenkirchen is fictional. I felt like I remembered Nabil telling me this is a real map, but I wasn't sure. Like I said, all the good ones all seem to be. I mean, I like Berlin. I think Berlin X10 is really good, but that's based on obviously, well, Berlin. But aside from that, I've heard that the rest of them are just quite mid. You kind of made your own. I mean, you could then create a plugin yourself, nerd. Put it out there for others to enjoy. Right, the speed limit here is definitely 30. Does the bill work for the UK military defence? Not to my knowledge, but I won't say no. When are we going to practice together? Well, I'm hoping to do sim racing this week, like every day. I'm planning on getting back into it quite heavily. But when you say practice, are you talking just doing like sessions, like doing lap after lap, or are you talking like practicing driver swaps? Because I still don't know how that works. You found his IP info. What, from him playing ATS or what? I don't know how happy he'd be about that. Oh, from Derail Valley. Let him know, actually. Hi. Let him know. Hello. So that he knows, you know, that there is that exploit. I don't know how hard you went to pull that info, but if it's something that like anyone can do, I think it would be only right to let him know. If you don't tell him, I will. So, Ferran, how does your OMSI look so good? I don't know, maybe because I'm streaming in 1440p, so it's a stream that looks good. Yeah, and I guess maybe if you haven't got like the optimum settings, OMSI not being a stuttering mess, he says as the game stutters, also may look like heaven. So for those settings, you are welcome to have a look on our Discord. Other than that, it's just more of a resolution thing. to be honest.
Hi.
Oh god, nuts. No, no, no. Especially because he's very like private about his identity. That would be yeah, that wouldn't be very nice. Don't do that.
Karl Friedrich Gaußstraße.
I've really enjoyed the Mercedes that I posted on my TikTok today and my YouTube Shorts. I really enjoyed driving that. I reserved that for Hohenkirchen, so I've got a bus for basically each map. Waldhofen is either the Cetra or the one of the many Mercedes buses. For Hohenkirchen, it's that Mercedes Classic. For this, it's this. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Horns. What year are you living in, nerds? I haven't seen that word used since like 2006. Maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but you get my gist. Swaps, pace, track knowledge. I mean, track knowledge is just up to us individually. Swaps would be a good thing to practice. Lap times, I think, is also something to work on. Yeah, individually. I mean, it's lap times, track knowledge. They go hand in hand. I did a race in VR yesterday. I whipped out my VR headset. Very dusty, very, very dusty. Like I literally whipped the dust off it. And I did a race on LFM, which was very ballsy, but it was great. I did the 45-minute Bathurst. Nerd is welcome to correct my pronunciation. 45-minute Bathurst race. I think we're going straight here. Look, current Aachen timetable is up for PS5. Intentionally, Simon, or was it released by accident again? I knew he was in your basement. Your ears just left the room. Why? What happened? Are my volumes all messed up? This is a huge update. Really? What else is contained in it? Okay, Bathurst. I would never try and do an accent again. It sounded Australian in my head, but I couldn't get it out from my head to my mouth. Are we about to find out why my collisions are off? Yep, that's exactly why my collisions are off. Are we about to find out again? Almost. Brother, you have right of way. What a numpty. Lots of performance stuff. And more settings to toggle. Are we finally getting a brightness toggle? Surely not, right? Surely Dovetail haven't actually listened. The week where I stream no TSW. I'm assuming it's a platform-wide update with some platform-specific stuff within. You got a lecture from the... I told you. I warned you. The bird does not mess around with collisions. Yeah, you know what, Hank? That's one advantage. I'm starting to really get sucked into iRacing. The only thing stopping me is the costs associated with it. But I'll say the only stopping me right now. Open to moving over in the future. But yeah, with iRacing, they update the tracks. Like they'll go out and laser scan them again and again, periodically, which I find really, really cool. Whereas on Assetto Corsa, well, Assetto Corsa Competizione anyway, because with the normal Assetto Corsa, obviously you can get modded maps that are updated versions of tracks in the game. But with ACC, you're just stuck with what you get. So realistically, the only modern track is the Nordschleifer. Oh, the AI are atrocious on here. Absolutely atrocious. Every time they make a lane change, regardless of what sort of road it's on, they'll brake. So they can cut in front of you and then just brake. No brightness setting. Oh god. So we will back to reality then. Back to reality. Oh yeah, they were speaking about that update to the 101 recently. I'll have a look at the patch notes after the stream. I'll be curious. Maybe I'll look at them on stream at the end of the stream. I don't know why I just stopped there. I should have kept going a little bit. Got my bus out of the roads. Sounds like a them problem though. I'm surprised when they actually like give you when they do logical things. Oh wait, no, I should have stayed there. Whoops. That map layout is very confusing. Hello DJ, good afternoon, how you doing? Really close to my income? How can you see my income? I didn't even know there was a place that we could all see each other's. Magic. What? Have you hacked that as well then? You've hacked the whole company finances. Novinus is your spy? How has Novinus got access to it? Why is there a 40 limit in place? I'm not following that. It's actually slow enough, mate. It's a dual carriageway. Very difficult to drive when the game's bloody stuttering so hard. Chief Technology Officer. I've been flashed my camera so many times. I'm not surprised in the slightest. You do know you have to like pay those fines, right? It's not just haha I've been caught speeding. Like you actually have to go into the computer and pay those fines.
Universität.
Why is there a camera here? Who's going to be speeding around the bend? Aside from Nerd. I think the camera's there specifically for you. Nilvinus has more fun. I thought Nilvinus was sensible. Instead, he's just ragging it about as well. If you've seen half the videos I've sent to the bill on TikTok, yeah, of like London buses just speeding. So I mean, by the sounds of it, you and Nilvinus are perfect to come and become bus drivers over here. Look at the floor. I mean, the bill won't mind. That means that you lot are getting through, like, you lot are getting through services like it's no man's business. So, technically, you're doing the company a big justice. Well, of course we're gonna be on time. I mean, how is there any possibility that you wouldn't get to where you're going on time? I've never fueled the bus, so I don't know what that process looks like. The one time I tried it, I apparently had no I didn't have the permissions for it. I'm wondering if the stuttering is as bad as it is just because I'm streaming. Now that I've got a second monitor, I think I'm going to be a bit more intentional about getting a second system. I've got most of the bits I need. I've got a processor, I've got a GPU, I've got a case. I would just need the motherboards and memory and a PSU.
Guten Tag.
Hi.
Nobody steps off the bus this whole time.
Guten Tag.
They're here for a good time and a long time.
Guten Tag. Einmal.
No, it was on stream, Nerd, and everyone was a witness.
Kurzstrecke für
The
Schüler.
fact that I just couldn't do it. I reapplied it on Friday, Nerd. I released like a little tutorial video on how to do it, and yeah.
Bernauer Platz.
because I'm not streaming in 4K anymore. I'm not playing games in 4K anymore. The performance hit while I'm streaming isn't as bad as it was, because there's obviously less like GPU resources being used. But there definitely still is a noticeable difference in performance from when I'm between playing while I'm streaming and playing off stream. Mostly noticeable in TSW, no surprise, which runs surprisingly smooth. Like even in Frankfurt off stream, on Frankfurt S-Bahn, hello boss, on Frankfurt S-Bahn, in Frankfurt, I don't drop below like 30 FPS. Like it's smooth, like it's console smooth, right? It's not 60 or 120 FPS, but it's at least 30. You know what? They've got every right to be mad because I took that turn way too fast. But I couldn't tell. It was stuttering so much, I actually couldn't tell how quickly I was going. And then I looked down and I see 57 kilometers. 57 kilometers an hour. Right, I'm gonna go when that changes, I think. If that changes before that one there. Because technically, I'm a bus, right? And that's for buses, so I'm allowed. That corner was a nerd special. Oh, they must give you a headache. Does this game not have a skybox? It does. But this is it. This is cloudy. As you can see, as you can tell by the AI vehicles, the buildings, the roads, this isn't running on the latest version of Unreal Engine 5, to put it nicely. So tune your expectations. This game is a physics special. If you want to actually feel in the driving that you're driving a bus, and you want the sounds to be the sounds of an actual bus, then this is your go-to. If you want a graphic wonder, then this ain't the one. I think people have actually been waiting to get off. I couldn't tell that H was illuminated. Whoops. Hello, Dommy. How you doing? You finally got Zusi. How are you finding it? I feel like you'll really enjoy that. I feel like you're really gonna enjoy that. Okay, so the K's illuminated, so the traffic light has acknowledged me. Although as we're going straight, I don't think we need our own set of traffic lights. 1439. You know what's wild? I was going to ask you how much did you get it for, then I thought, nah, maybe that's a bit too, I don't know, maybe it's a bit too invasive. But yeah, I'm glad that you said it of your own accord. 15 euros is not bad at all. CD keys. How much game time am I going to get? That's my main problem. How much game time am I going to get out of it? So, Tommy, as someone who... So, I assume you've been playing it, right? You haven't just bought it. I'm assuming you've been playing it a little while. Oh, did I know? Sorry, mate. Glad you don't pay for suspensions. Turn the AI vehicles down and get way better FPS. My AI vehicles are not that high. I'm sure they would make a difference because there is quite a lot going on in terms of the AI traffic. But I kind of like that. It makes the place feel alive. I don't want to feel like I'm driving after a zombie outbreak. Hi, bro. Hi, bro. Oh, you just got it, Dommy. Okay. Because I'm always curious about the experience for someone who's not a native German speaker. Annoyingly enough, there was one time I was streaming OMSI. It wasn't even that long ago, like a month ago. And it was super smooth on my end. But then on the stream, it was lagging. The stream looked like as if I was playing at like 10 FPS. Really, really weird. I haven't figured out to this day why that happened. Building a PZB controller, nice. There's actually a company, a German company that sells a little PZB box with all the necessary things. It's got all the toggles, the 3 toggles, and the lights. Really cool. And I plan on building my own as well.
Bergstraße.
It keeps crashing your game. Okay, well, I don't have them that high, nerd. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. How high did you have it? I like watching model content, DJ, whenever it comes up on my like Instagram, for example. I'll go into a little rabbit hole and just keep watching more and more of it. But it's never something that I've gotten into myself. Would I like to? I think it would be cool to have my own model city or railway. I just don't see myself spending hours and hours watching it, you know? There is that I forgot what country it is in. Germany, I think, where they've got like the biggest model railway that's like several floors high, and they've got all sorts of vehicles and replicate all sorts of cities and events. Really cool. I'd love to visit that sometime. Also, nerd, when you set traffic too high, GTC4, Alheim, Via Deco, OMSI 2. Sorry, boys, I've been missing your chat. What was I gonna say? Damn. Yeah. So about the traffic, I used to set it high years ago, and there are some routes that just can't handle it in terms of like things will just you'll just get gridlocked. Berlin X10 was it had that issue constantly, and you have like 3 lanes of traffic to be used, and they're all packed, and then they end up turning, and then you've got busy traffic on the other side, and you've got busy traffic crossing over, and it all just comes to a halt. They all just end up blocking each other. Oh, it's in Hamburg. Have you visited it by any chance, Simon? the only like model anything that I've seen was the hospital I used to go to when I was a kid had a model railway, very very small. Like it just went in a circle, but I remember just being so like in adoration of the detail, the level of detail and realism that went into it. And this is back like early 2000s, early to mid 2000s, and I just loved it, man. I loved it. I need to turn here, or is it in the next one? Okay, I think it's further down. They keep adding to it. Like, actually adding to it, or just like changing things and swapping things out? What more can they add to it? It's really hard to manage speed when the frames are this bad. Well, adding new countries, sick. The outdoor model village, is that the one that has like different countries in different areas? And like they've got like parliament houses and stuff like that, and it's like it's not like model size, but it's like fun size? I don't know if that would be the right term. Like they'd be about waist height. I imagine that would just consist of Big Ben, London Eye, Buckingham Palace, and the Shard. I've never been here. Hello, Dan. 12 months, man. Goodness me. Thank you very much.
Hello.
How are you doing, my man? Good to see you. Welcome. Thank you very, very much for your year of continued support. Appreciate you, man.
Hallo.
Tabaco Model Village. Where's that?
Hallo.
Slightly larger than normal. You can walk around there. Oh, okay. I'm thinking about something else then. Really, Dan? What led you to make that decision? Or what was the straw that broke the camel's back?
Sie können ja kaum die Spur halten.
Können Sie sich nicht mal ein bisschen Mühe geben?
Why is bro stressing? Nothing happened. We're downhill, braking slowly. What the hell was that? I need to put this blind up. Oh goodness me! I forgot the thing for the blind. I forgot where it is. Pretty sure that's for the window. Is that for the window? No, the window's manual. We have a green light. We do. Has that gone up? I think so. Only the Hamburg bit really has landmarks. I do wonder which one I've got in mind then. I saw it in a video some years back. You know what, Dan? Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I found the trailer quite uninspiring, I'll say. From what I've heard, it should be busy, but I'll have to wait till I try it out myself. But I think a major factor in me still playing it is that I don't pay for DLC. I haven't actually paid for anything since, well, I paid for some routes recently before I changed my mind again and stopped. I bought the exclusive edition or whatever it was. Almost ran them over. Some edition of the game so I could get early access. I paid for that. But other than that, like just normal DLC, I haven't bought any since TSW 3. The altars, what's that? That Swiss section sounds very cool, Simon. Very cool. It's in Hamburg, you said, or Netherlands, then in Den Haag. I need to go to the Netherlands soon, man. It's like very local. I think it'd be quite a cool either day trip or like a 2 or 3 day stay. If I'd read the manual, I would have known. Wait, known what? Oh, how to put up the blinds. I mean, we got there in the end. I'm more of a, learn on the job kind of fella. I do generally read manuals.
Mahlzeit.
Hallo.
Guten Tag.
But when it comes to like this stuff, I just want to get in, okay? Oh, that one is Dutch only. Right.
Warenhofenmarkt.
The frames are so low, the game's not even starting anymore. See, car driving 2 needs to hurry up and come out, man. They've been pushing that game back for a while, which I don't mind. They do seem to be striving for a degree of quality. And if the first game is anything to go by, I do believe it, right? I also hope mod support will drop sooner rather than later. Does it cross over at all, Simon? Whenever you cross over with train lines, you usually see a train or two go by. Oliver Jenkins. Is that Trap Simulator? Is that Trap Simulator? Define Trap Simulator. Are we talking mouse traps or are we talking drug dealing? Interesting, Simon. Interesting. Yeah, there are quite a few points where trains cross over, but I've got no clue what lines. What lines they are. This map is huge. The fact that this is a, what was it, 108-minute run is crazy. But I believe it didn't release as big as it is. I think it's gone through 2 update iterations, which is kind of cool. I assume those updates extended the map. In which case, realistically, you could just keep expanding and expanding and expanding. Nice one, boys. It's a lot for a bus driver to remember, though. Like, eventually it becomes second nature, but during the route learning phase... Oh, I know where we are. Well, I don't know this map well, but there's another route that comes from that road that we've just crossed over. Day today. It was really warm over the weekend. Anyone watch the 24-hour Nürburgring race by any chance? Oh my god, this is the first time I've seen start-stop actually work. This one has start-stop. It's got you can, if you just tap the indicator, it's like a soft press, like in a real car, where it will flash 3 or so times and then automatically flick off. At night, you can see like the fog light up in the direction that you're turning. Very, very realistic. We're going left. It looks very much straight on the map, but I guess that's left. You watched it, Hank. How did you find it? I was annoyed that I missed the crash. I missed the crash, and like I was awake during the power outage, and then like 5 minutes after the race restarted, I went to sleep to take a nap before work. But it kept me awake like throughout my entire work shift. So yeah, that was a good shift. What team? I do DJ. Funnily enough, I played ETS2 yesterday in VR, and I think a couple of days ago, like normally. I don't play it like I used to. I've got tons of mods on my ETS2, which is why I'm staying on 1.53 for a while. I actually had it on the schedule for this week before I changed it out with it for a different game. Or do I still have it? No, I think I changed it out. So I was very, very, very close to having it on the schedule this week. ATS, I don't play it as much. I reserve that more for online when we do convoys. But even then, I haven't touched that in a while. I will be getting my hands, finally confirmed, on a Moza setup with the truck wheel. And so with that in my loadout, I should be playing those games more. Oh my god, this wasn't my stop. Whoops. I let all these people off at the wrong place. Whoops. The stop is actually a little bit further down. Wait, if they got a 500-second penalty for ignoring a double yellow, what was the penalty for the guy that ignored 6 red flags? 9. He ignored 9. And then there was the other driver who lost his permit, right? Because he went 160 kilometers an hour in a through a yellow flag. Through a code 60. Sorry, through a code 60. Am I the wrong stop? Oh, well, are they? I think they're waiting for me. You know. Whoops. Yeah. Even on the map, I'm on the wrong road. Let's fix this. Highly illegal maneuver in London, at least. Hello, peeps. Sorry about the confusion.
Hi.
Hallo.
Guten Tag.
Oh,
Hello.
DJ, listen. Things are a little bit different now.
Hello.
SCS have done a wonderful job in updating
Hello.
the map and with their new DLCs. But mate, I don't think I could drive vanilla ETS2. I can't. I've got over 100 mods. Over 100 mods. I've got over 170, I think. I'm on 173 mods, I think, for ETS2. I don't remember all the map mods. I've got Rust map. I've got bro. There's a website I use here. It's called GMC Logistics. They have like the big map orders. So if you just go on that website and have a look at what they have for ETS2, I basically got everything there. I'll probably whip out ETS2 for next week's schedule, very likely. The thing is, Dan, for a while there already has been a plugin to be able to drive buses and bus routes. I don't think they involve any passengers though. However, I don't know how the hell they've done this. On Truckers MP, you can buy a bus and do bus routes, and there are passengers that walk onto your bus and walk to their seats. I don't know how they've coded all of that in ETS2, and it's been there for years. But I find that so flippin' sick. So sick. The 160 kilometers per hour guy is oh, that is the Dutch driver. Well, the commentators on the English stream said that he lost his permit. Where do you have the bus from? Oh God, where do I have the bus from? It's the New Lions, the New Lion City, the man. You can get it on Steam. Welcome back, Domi. Fully agree. Bro, like imagine... I won't go into like details, but just imagine, you know, what could have been within a double yellow, you know, and what the result could have been should a crash have happened at 160 kilometers per hour. The interesting thing about that, DJ, is I believe with regards to ATS and the vehicle, the cars that they're bringing in, because pickup trucks are going to be a part of that. I think they've spoken about doing deliveries with those vehicles, and they mentioned sorry, scratch that. For coaches, during the coach podcast that SES did, the coaches are going to have multi drops for passengers. And yeah, I saw people in the comments basically saying the same thing, that if you can do it with coaches, then bring it to the trucks. Let's do multi drops with trucks. These bus stops keep confusing me. So it seems like they have the capacity to do multi drop, like routes. So hopefully once they... Oh god, what's the speed limit here? I'm sticking to 50. I'm hoping I'm right. Once they bring that in and we can see that it works as it should, then they bring it in for truck deliveries as well. Den Hoffen. Ignore yellows is the worst thing you can do. Absolutely. Especially on that track, on that event, where you've got trucks, cars, you've got marshals. That was weird. You've got marshals on track. Like, it could have been a very bad weekend, And I'm sure during all the training and the licensing and everything, throughout the process of getting your license to race in that race, I'm sure they hammer home how important it is to obey the flags: yellow, red, blue. Canadian embassy, I assume. Chance of getting a new license is small. I think it would be a shame if he wasn't able to get a license again. That would really suck. I think it's harsh enough just losing it and having to go through the process of getting it again. I would understand why the people who give the licenses would be hesitant to give him another one, but I'm sure he would never make that mistake again, as long as he actually loses his license in the first place. It's not the first time for that driver. See, that's when it becomes problematic now. That's when it becomes problematic. It really sucks that I missed 24 Hours of Le Mans the week before, but we got 24 Hours of Spa coming this weekend, so let's flip and go. And I'm off work on Saturday, so I can stay up Friday. No, I can stay up on Saturday night. I assume it's gonna be Saturday again, Saturday to Sunday. So I'm gonna be able to stay up all night watching it. Well, I'm going to try to anyway. I'd say all in all, I probably only missed like 4 or 5 hours of the whole Nürburgring race. What are these guys doing? I hope I'm going the right way. I cannot tell what the map is showing me. I'm not going the right way. I'm not going the right way at all. This map is not easy to read, man. way it's got multiple gears in reverse. It sounded like it switched gears. Maybe caused by those bits. Most buses have 2 to 4 reverse gears. I had no idea. That's crazy. Why? I do wonder. Also, I am planning for next year's 24-hour races to be there. I think I would like to be there for as many as possible. But if I could only do one, I would definitely prioritize the Nürburgring. And then Spa, and then third choice would be Le Mans. But I think next year's Nürburgring one is going to take place in May. Is it May or March? One of them. So it's not going to be as warm. I think this year was the best year for it. The longest day of the year. Like, the weather was amazing. There was only 2 hours of one red flag. What an event, man. What an event. It was a shame that the race was kind of ruined at the end with the penalty. But yeah, man, I'm super happy for car 150 as well. Jimmy Broadbent, Super GT, Misha. Could not be happier for them, man. So happy they actually lasted the whole race. My worry was that they were going to retire at some point. But they killed it. Oh, because of the weight. Okay, fair enough. MotoGP. I think that would be cool. I don't think I've ever watched a MotoGP race ever. Like, not even on TV. But say I was like offered to go and see one, I would definitely take it. First weekend of May. Okay. So it's going to be a bit cooler. There is a chance for weather to act up. Hopefully, yeah. I mean, it's a long way away, but fingers crossed nonetheless. But yeah, man, this TXMP. I assume you're asking if this runs on Windows 7. The game should run on Windows 7. It's a very old game. Honestly, it should probably run on Windows XP as well. I think it should run. I would expect it to run on Windows XP. So I don't think you should have an issue with Windows 7. I think I was playing this on Windows 7. So all those years back. Why is our delay going like higher and higher? I feel like I'm going the speed limit. I'm pretty sure it's 70. It's faster than what everyone else is doing. It should not take that long to get to that camera angle. That should be like the third option. I also want to get my hands on Track IR. Sorry, not Track IR, Tobii Eye Tracker. I think I'm going to prioritize getting my Moser gear, and then after that, invest in the eye tracker. Or I can start off with the eye tracker, and then start going Moser from next year, next month. I don't think I put the sunshade up at all, you know. Oh, you can fit in that. Even I could fit in that gap. Go, man. Brother, this AI. No, wait, that's lights. Sounds like a window to me. It's in my left ear. Yeah, oh, it's a blind. How can I find it the other day and now it's just gone? What the hell is this? It's not manual, is it? No. You absolute donkey. Oh, it's here. I completely missed these two. I want to book my, like, I want to start looking into booking flights and hotels very soon, Hank. Very, very soon. You know what it is, yeah? I feel like I've let myself down a little bit. Like, racing in cars has been my passion since, like, it was my first ever passion. Like, my first ever love was cars and racing. And I've never gone to see a race, you know. I'm 28 and haven't properly owned like a car, you know. Like, I've only been to like a track event once, and that was only courtesy of my wife that you know, sorted that out for me as a birthday present. Like, I haven't really done my child self. Good.
Ein Ticket bitte.
Why is she saying it like that?
Danke.
Oh, girl. Hungry Jack's is a lie. No, it's a facade. When you see that blind going down, you'll see fake boss. Wait, what? Why? What's a cradle snatcher? That sounds like a paedophile. Are you calling my wife a paedophile? I hope not. What do you mean only, Hank? What do you mean only? That's an achievement. I was very close to going to a Formula E race in Marrakesh when I was lost in Morocco, but my dad didn't trust me to drive there by myself. It would have been a hell of a drive, to be fair. But then he lent the car to me for the whole, like, holiday, so... like, might as well have let me go, you know? But then I ended up just being a chauffeur for everyone, so I guess that was the real reason. Wait, are the Hungry Jack signs, very Hungry Jack's signs, similar to Burger King? What little copycats? Burger King is the original, mate. It's great. Really, Hank? But what about, like, the sense of drama, you know? No way these AIs actually respect traffic rules. Thank you. Polizei. Thank God Nerd's not around. We would have got arrested. A person whose sexual partner much younger. No. I mean, she's older than me, but not that much older than me. I haven't been with anyone younger than me. Gaming Transit, thank you very much for the sub. You see how sometimes YouTube subs will just appear and then other times they just won't? I don't really know why that is. But thank you to all who have subbed on YouTube. You know, you've never been arrested before, nerds. Because you haven't seen these vans. It will all change once they see you're driving. The metro in Berlin stops like 100 meters beside the track, and you're in center within 20 minutes. Besides what track, sorry? Besides the Nürburgring. Okay, I don't think that's my bus stop. Be patient.
Hallo.
Hallo.
Moin. Tag.
Oh, the Berlin Formula E track. I was gonna say. That would have been a very long metro ride. What is it like? Does the event happen in the same month consistently? Or do the dates change? Hello, Oli Shaka. Yeah, you know what, mate? I think you're right. I think you're right. Those roads, like whenever I'm driving on Pro Mods in the Iceland area, and I see you know the map, it will show you like the icy road sign. Oh, it does get the juices flowing. And I don't know, man. I don't know if SES will go that far in detail and make those trippy roads. I believe in them that they could. I'm sure that they're well aware of the Pro Mods rendition. But yeah, it's going to be a tough nut to beat. And it was half the reason when I saw the trailer for it, I wasn't really excited because I was thinking to myself, well, we've got Iceland in Pro Mods, and it's done really flipping well. So, but we'll see. I'll reserve judgment for when the DLC is actually released. That must have been a good 4 or 5 hours, Hank. I drove from, I think it was Iraq to... I think from the UK, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, it's like a 4-hour, like real time 4-hour drive. I just did it in one go. Driving in VR in ETS2 is it's a very cool experience. Very cool experience, I won't lie. I wish that they would pay a bit more attention to VR in ETS2. It's a little bit neglected at the moment. Like, I'm happy that they keep updating it for all the game versions, but it is a little bit neglected. This ain't the bus stop, is it? It shows it as further down. Yeah, there it is. It was gonna come on and be like, bro, have you been doing one run this whole stream? It really is, Dan. It really is, especially if you've got it modded quite well. No other game comes close to it. Like the experience that it gives. No other game comes close, man. It's a very unique experience. And in VR, driving a truck in VR and feeling how big the vehicle actually is, it's different, man. It makes you drive differently. I remember I used to drive. Well, I mean, I do. I drive very, very, very confidently when I'm playing on a regular monitor. The first time I put on a VR headset and played ETS2, I was driving like a pussycat, taking every corner so slowly, the roundabouts especially, constantly making sure that I'm in the lane. It's different, man. It's different. I just wish I had a better headset, to be honest. The resolution of my Quest 2 really lets it down. Even a Quest 3 would be a good step up. But then, this is my dilemma. Like, I want to get an eye tracker. Well, I want to get the Tobii eye tracker, which also does head tracking. I still don't really understand eye tracking. So I'm going to have a head tracker, which, for me, would render a headset useless. Like, okay, you don't have that 3D space, but then do you need it? You know, how often are you actually going to look around you in a 360 degree space? You get dizzy from it, Hank. Man, I raced a little bit of the Nordschleife yesterday in the 296 Ferrari 296 GT3 car. Genuinely an emotional experience, especially after the 24-hour race. It was an emotional experience, man. But yeah, doing that race around Bathurst really highlighted to me the downsides of this particular headset. I have thought about streaming sim racing in VR, and I'm going to give it a go. I want to give it a go today. I want to do a stream later on, a VR stream, and stream some Assetto Corsa and just see how it is. I've streamed VR before, like in American Truck Sim. I think in Euro Truck Sim as well. I've streamed in VR. A bit finicky to get chat up and stuff like that, but it's doable. It's doable.
Hallo.
No, I almost crashed. We were doing a convoy, nerd. Remember, we were doing a convoy, and I was looking at chat because I had chat outside my window, outside my driver's side window, and then I looked back, and there's just that guy that was convoying with us, just in my face. I avoided that very well. That wasn't a crash show. I avoided that like a pro. Driving this bus like someone who's never driven before. Performance has improved a little bit. Let me not speak too soon though. Sorry, I missed some chat, haven't I? I used... "12 hours real-time sunshine for our in-game job of 25 minutes in a real-time. 25 minutes in real-time, 10-hour job." Okay, interesting. The only thing with like a one-to-one mod is just... sometimes you'll either just... I don't know, like I've used it before and it just made my experience worse. It was good for a little while, but then I understood why the game doesn't have one-to-one time. £1.6 GB patch for TSW on Steam. Well, PS5 have now gotten the current Aachen timetable, DJ. So that's one. The Expert 101 stuff has come. Delivery for it. I don't know how much else. Sick of getting new promos every month because of updates. Well, Dan, that's why I'm staying at 1.53 for a bit, mate. Because I've got pro mods and also a ton of other mods as well. Many that I even pay for because I can't be bothered to wait because I get so many. So it just doesn't even make sense to update the mods with every game version. Nah, I'm very happy to stay on 1.53 until the next map DLC comes. Until the next map DLC comes. Yeah, that's a shame, Hank. That's a shame. What they should do is have motorbike specific days. Like, cool, if you can't get on track with cars, then they should have a motorbike only day. $198 in the green. Not bad, you know. Considering how volatile Tesla stocks can be. That's not bad, mate. I've rammed on the view up the bum. Wow. It's not you. I hope. I was $1,000 in the red on the 5th of June. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It can be really volatile. Tesla are a long-term buy, I think. All right, Dummy. Really, Simon? Damn. Well, I mean, the TSG team have always taken that DLC seriously, if we're being honest. Every update it gets, if I'm not mistaken, like bar 1, have been quite hefty. True, Hank, but then that's just, I mean, it's a track. You know? It's a racetrack, like... I mean, look, if the Isle of Man TT hasn't been banned, bikes on the Nürburgring shouldn't. It looks like ETS2 graphics. You're doing ETS2 a very big disservice right now. This is indeed base OMSI. The Germans. True. What really annoyed me, I understand the Nordschleifer is Autobahn, but I was still annoyed to find out that you're not allowed to have like loud cars on there, and you can get like fines, I think, if you have like a loud car. If a car goes over a certain level of decibels. My foot is flat, by the way. Not sure if it's too busy. No, that's what I'm saying though. So have it be bikes only. There was an event recently. I saw it on Misha's channel. Well, I didn't watch the video, but I saw the video, if that makes sense. Where there was like a crap ton of bikes. My best time on Bathurst. I don't know. 2:30 in the Holden. I think I've got a. What was I doing yesterday? I don't remember. I want to say 2:20, but I'll be lying if I said I was sure. I'm gonna do it again. Oh no, they would have changed it. They changed it weekly. They changed it weekly. I don't think it will be there. But the game will still the game can still display your best lap for each track. So I have to check there. I did a really fun race, Hank. I did an Assetto Corsa race yesterday on LFM. The TCR Cup, the TCR race. Bro, imagine I qualified second place. Qualified second. After turn 1, it was at the Nürburgring, the GT layout. After T1, I was first. I was first after T1, and then flipping got I got three cuts, cut warnings, and then I did it again. I cut again, so I had to do a drive-through. Came out 5th, and then I did it again. I kept cutting the track, but it wasn't like that I was cheating. The limits were very strict, very strict. I don't know why. So you know when you do, I don't know the names of the turns. Envision it as I describe it. Yeah, T1, you go around, then you do that left turn, then you go straight for a little bit, and then you come left and then right, the quick left and right. It's there, but you know in like GT3 racing, the cars can go past the white line. I wasn't going that wide. I was just going past the white line, and it was giving it to me every time. But yeah, qualified second, was first for like 3 laps. Then that happened, and it all went to crap. It all went to crap afterwards. What a very strange road layout. Oh snap. Sorry mate, almost missed you. Oh bro, I did it at like 11 something yesterday. 11 o'clock, 11 p.m, 11:15 p.m. I did it really late. What were you driving? I drove the Elantra, Hyundai Elantra. Very nice to drive. $127 changes listed for the export. Huh! I guess a lot of those are fixes though, right? Or are we talking actual like updates? Tan degree. Through farms and villages in the UK. Sounds like a ballsy one. Oh, you were the Audi, yeah. I think on the TCR race, or the TCR Cup, whatever it is, I've raced the Audi before. I don't remember what track it was. It wasn't like a known track, so I don't remember the name. But it was good. It was good. A lot of locking up on the braking, which is kind of expected with no ABS. But I feel like the Audi had it more than the other cars. But yeah, that was good fun. What do you mean it's way too stable? Are you complaining? What a very confusing layout we've got here, by the way. I guess we go around and come back here and go back. We're almost at the end now, though. performance has been arse, man. Hello, ASR. How you doing, mate?
Hallo.
Hallo.
Ein
It's up there
normalen
with,
Fahrschein.
with Bathurst and Spa. That's a very big accolade. That's a timetable
Einmal
for the
Kurzstrecke,
Pulse
bitte.
route. Which route is that? Which DLC is that, Simon?
Hallo.
Hello, Cole. Do I have a bed? Do I have a bed? What do you mean? In OMSI, in the game, or like in reality? Glad that you're doing well, ASR. I'm fine as well, mate.
Factory Outlet Center.
Oh, the Ludwig's barn. Yeah. I barely spent any time on that route. That and Mittenwald barn. Spent next to no time on them. I think I played them a bit on the release week on stream. And that was it. My morning was good, thank you, Cole. It's the afternoon now in the UK. How's your day?
Hallo.
Half of the patch notes
Ein Fahrschein,
literally
bitte.
just BL101. Whoops. I didn't mean to close the door, but we have done that.
Hallo.
Missed. No, do you still about? Looks quite interesting. I mean, summer sales around the corner, right? Well, you're on PlayStation. I forgot. Yeah, I don't think it's worth full price, from what I remember, Simon. Obviously, value can be subjective. But from what I remember, it wasn't like mind blowing. It had a lot. It was all reused stock as well, if I'm not mistaken, right? I'm getting the TSW R5 bundle on Wednesday, Nerd, with the stalks as well. Finally beginning my my Moser journey. Thursday. I'm ready for it, ASR. I'm ready for it, mate. I'm getting the TSW Moser bundle, nerds, and the Storks. On Wednesday. Well, I'm ordering them on Wednesday. Hopefully they come following day. If not, then Friday, I guess. Decently very timetable. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that was the one where you drive the ICE-T, right? So you've got some ICE action, although you don't really get up to speed with it, which I've always found strange. It is there. It is there. It comes with an R5, nerds, which I will... So this is, I think, what I'm going to do. Get that bundle. And then the following month, buy a... Either... Is it 1 car per... Does that translate to 1 car per green? So for accessories, what I might do for accessories is get the, you know, the thing that makes your pedals upside down, so then they end up being like a real car. I want to get that. I really want to get that, and I want to get like a car wheel, like a round wheel, and I also want to get a GT3 wheel as well. And then once I've got my accessories sorted out, then I'm going to swap out the base for, I want to get an, well, I keep saying R21. I think I can settle for like an R12, maybe. I think I'd be happy with an R12. My point is, I'll start with the R5 and then swap it out for something else later down the line. Well, I'm thinking of getting Taxi Life as well, nerds. So I'll be using plenty of the Storks there as well. Although I'm still 50-50 on that. Yeah, inverted pedals are goated, man. The R5 I might find too powerful. Are you taking the mic? I thought the R5 was very similar to like what I've got now. I forgot where I saw that piece of information. It's not a particularly fast line. Yeah, as someone who's like only knows of German railway stuffs via like TSW or you guys or the forums, I found it very strange that like the ICE was basically made to like drive slowly. One vehicle at green. Thank you, Nabil. Good afternoon, my man. How you doing? Nah, I ain't asking for too much, Nabil. Don't worry, wait and see. I'll let the actions do the talking. Yeah, I feel like that would be a very interesting experience for you, nerd. Roasted money launcher. No, Aerosoft Pro. TMO. TMO. No, Aerosoft. The other one. I can't say it. I'm under an NDA. No, ASR. So I was actually gonna play it today, if I'm being honest. I was gonna play it today, but because it was what's this guy? Rude, man. Because it was only gonna be either a 1 or 2 day game, I thought, you know what? Let me reserve it for the days that would probably be best for it, which would be a Friday, a Thursday, and a Friday. Ended up only being one day, and so I made it a Friday. But I initially actually wanted to play it today. I was just doubtful of what it would be like playing Simra on a Monday. Not only in terms of like viewership, but also the servers themselves and how quiet they would be. You know what, nerd? If you were to do like TikTok lives from like, you know, just on your journeys, that I think that would be pretty sick. You know, I think people would be into that. I really want to make it like a thing for me to go live at work, but I don't think TFL would like it very much.
Hallo.
Flash-based FM, let's go.
Einen
Yeah, my
Einzelplatz.
contract means I can only listen to that level. I'm not allowed to listen to anything
Danke.
else. Oh. Was that why then the TGVs were, like the TGV was meant to be on that route as well, Simon, then? So that route's used as like an international line. What's good, Transport Legend? How you doing, my man? Long time. Good to see you. Are you in charge of buying the bots now? No comment. This year's going to be huge for Airbus. They'll probably make a party. What? Why is it going to be big for Airbus? Is it like an anniversary? Or is it because their competitors keep falling out of the sky? Well, Nerd, of course, yeah. I mean, in the UK as well, it would be the same. You'd have to be very cautious with how much you show, and that was what made things a bit difficult for me when I wanted to stream, like, my food delivery stuff. When I used to do that. Alongside with, how do I keep the stream going? How do I stay live while I'm inside like a block? And for some reason, and I think it's a sign of something to come, but all the new builds in London, like all the new apartments and stuff, there's no signal inside. Like you can get signal, I'm assuming, once you're in your house.
Hallo.
Hello.
But if you're
Guten Tag.
in the corridors, of course in the lift, there's no phone signal. There's no network. I don't know why. But yeah, I used to really think about it and wonder why. Because the old blocks, you could be in them, like an old council flat, and your network's fine. You can make calls from the corridors, the hallways, the stairwell, even the lifts, I think. And all of a sudden, you can't do that anymore. It's very strange. Very, very strange. But yeah, I feel like people just are interested in just watching you live like your life, your day to day. Like generally speaking, which is why I think streaming that would be a good idea. The A320 family is about to overtake the B737 family and being the airplane family with the most units ever produced. Nice. What about like how many units are currently in operation? Because one thing to produce them, it's one thing for them to be good enough to, you know, last. Nabil, that's got to be framed on the wall, man. That's got to be framed on the wall. Oh, I'm not turning right, am I? Whoops. Green light though, just in time.
Erwachsene bitte. Danke sehr.
Hallo. Guten Tag.
Nice. Well, it's a shame they couldn't get the TGV to work in the end. A big shame. I
Hallo.
wonder what happened to those plans, because they did say they were going to try and work on it, and then we just haven't heard anything since. Surprised no one's been able to mod it in, unless I've missed that. I've lost my tissue. I found it again. $5G here seems okay now. It used to be trash for a long time. Where's my force feedback gone? It was trash for a long time. Like I've had a 5G capable phone since 5G was a thing, and I've only now started using it properly. I mean, 20 years isn't that long for a plane, is it? Oh, it's there as AI. I mean, to be honest, that's enough for me. I wouldn't be too fussed about driving it. Although, I'll keep singing this song. I would really love to see, like journey modes that feature chapters with layered trains. I guess I'll settle for just seeing them around for now. Bro could definitely have just moved a little bit further on. Bro could definitely have moved just a little bit further on. But no. King of Cut. Why hasn't the light acknowledged us? Usually there'll be like an A or a K above the horizontal line. There it is. See, oh, it's a T now. Sure, they all have their meanings, but I'm not versed in them. Oh, is that the kind of things they were saying during the live stream, Nabil? Is it? You do, Simon, you do, man. But my dilemma is, I like having a structure. I like following a structure. I like order, which is why I always default to the journey modes. with timetable, I'm almost overwhelmed in a way. And the only time I've really dipped into timetable mode is for request a route streams.
Mauernstraße.
I don't know who McDonnell Douglas is and why he's a bad guy. But I hear it. This is information that I will try to take in, and if I forget it and you have to tell me next week, it is what it is. There is that awesome services document. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. I did actually used to look at that quite often to help me choose at times.
Mahlzeit.
McDonnell Douglas was a
Busfahrt.
plane manufacturer.
Gute Wahl.
Okay.
Ich danke Ihnen, guter Mann.
And McDonnell Douglas was also a merger between McDonnell and Douglas. Huh? Oh, are they actually two separate people? Right. Ooh, I was not expecting that.
Mühlenberg.
The name of the company is also the name of the founder. What do you mean, so say company, please? A stands for Anforderung request. It means the vehicle has been detected by the traffic light system. K means contact, basically confirming the same thing. T means to schließen, closed doors. Oh, sick. Ah, yeah, the T appears somewhere else then. Because I saw it at like a bunch of bus stops and I was like, why is this here? Why, it makes sense. Going into the Tunnel of Doom. You thought light bacon was bad in CSW. Welcome to OMSI. Thank you for that, Nabil. What are these names? I've never heard of a Mr. Boeing. Yet somehow the one that I've heard of has a whole airline company. Or is a plane manufacturer. Plane manufacturing company, I guess. Oh, McDonnell and Douglas were companies. Right. Okay. I misunderstood. Bro announced it like an update. Finally, Nabil, man. Waited long enough. Don't interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. Absolutely. How often do Airbus planes drop out of the sky? Not very often. Nabil, you gotta start somewhere, bro. It's better than nothing at all. Are we gonna be missing you from Omnigo then? CEO's taking his annual leave. Also, how was multiplayer earlier on Derail Valley with Garda? Yeah, and it won't be you, nerd. Just so you know, mate. When you? He said you were. He said he was doing multiplayer with you. Oh, it won't, nerds. And you know what, mate? The less responsibility, the better. Ah, yesterday. Okay. I mean, I think it would be pretty cool if I got it and then we did multiplayer. Like you, Nerd, ASR, anyone else who's got Derail Valley. Like I'm very open to, well, I would be very open to doing that. What's the other one, ASR? Is it bad that I don't know? Oh, stop. I haven't heard many bad things about it, to be fair. And all the videos I've seen have been fairly entertaining, so I won't argue.
Korthausen.
Simon, is that the one that got accidentally released for Xbox? The blue and like silverish kind of one? I forgot the actual name for it.
Der hatte
Der
sogar
hat ja
ganz
wohl
schön
voll
eilig.
einen an der Pfanne.
Guter
Der
Mann,
sitzt voll
vorne
Frieden
in der
und alles
ersten
höchst
Reihe ist
persönlich
meine
hinterm Steuer.
Oma.
Why they
Können
mad?
Sie sich nicht mal ein bisschen Mühe geben?
Oh, nice, Nabil. You will not get that in London, boy. As you've seen. I saw it. I saw that you shared it, ASR. I haven't watched it though. Not yet. In 15 minutes. I mean, it's a podcast. It's a bit short for a podcast. Blue and beige. No, I saw a blue and silver one. A blue and silver one that got released accidentally. Either last update or the one before. So this is a different one. Dan, basically what ASR said. Basically what ASR said. I avoid it because I feel like I shouldn't, if I can't if I can't if I can't the bill distracted me. If I can't communicate the language on a server, then I'm potentially ruining someone's enjoyment in a way. And it also won't be fun for me if I don't understand what everyone's saying on the radio. So I guess if you're someone who doesn't really mind that, then it wouldn't be an issue. But that's my personal reason for not doing so. No, Bill, I like my long drives, bro. Let me be. Can I open the door? Yeah, from everything I've heard, the Poles have been very anal about Simro and anything Simro related. You know what? Let me close OMSI then, and then reopen it. We'll try our best to preserve performance. It's not always guaranteed, but we can try. Sent you a gift, Nabil. Send me one back, thanks. I like receiving €2 every time I log on. Hello, YouTube Carder. Yeah, it was okay on Friday, Dan, but it wasn't. Nah, it was okay. That's it. I also prefer more players, but yeah. I'd rather a few players, but then when people communicate, I understand. Then, you know, yeah, you're busy server, but I haven't got a clue what everyone's talking about. And then unappreciated. What do you mean? What, buying a bill? Some Poles take it really badly when you're in a PL server speaking English. It's not that deep. Like, it's annoying, but it's not that deep. What do you mean I don't have permission for this bus yet? I've driven it so much. What bollocks is that? $300 for nothing. Yeah, Cardar, it's only the Polish and most of the time German servers that are popping on Simro. INT is dead, unfortunately. One good thing of flight server when I'm speaking. Yeah. I do think about going back to flight sim. I do think about going back. And there is like a little pool, but it's just not strong enough to bring me back. What uniform, nerd? Nabil, I'm certain, bro. I'm certain. Because I prefer 2 doors because obviously I'm more familiar with that in real life. I rarely touch a 3-door one. This was the first time I recall me driving the 3-door one, or maybe the second time. I usually go for the 2-door one, but anyway, it's not a problem. Who gets the $300? You or Padego, whatever they're called. Padego, Zadego, Zapata. No, one's 3-door, one's 2-door. The one I was driving before was 3 doors. Wasn't he in his green uniform, nerd, with a cap? Nice, Dan. How is it on TSW? You said you were gonna try it on TSW, right? I accidentally clicked. I hope I haven't frozen anything just because I've simply clicked. Yeah, and you'll put the game on high, medium. It won't really change much. Very smooth 60 FPS. It almost feels strange when you play another game, especially another train game, and it doesn't do what TSW does. Whoa, what do you mean? Why? No excuses for what? The update hasn't come out yet. It's 4 tier 3s. Which I'm not going to say I haven't considered joining. You know, with the news of what's to come. But for now, no point doing Motorfest. I've already done the weekly event. I'm going to stream it on Wednesday for the new summit. Jump on LFM, man. I'm gonna be racing on LFM today. Because I want to try streaming it in VR. Not because it's a good idea, but because I want to. There are so many different routes you can do on this map. Actually go in, man. Yes, Hank. Now, Bill, I told you about that last time. The idea is on hold at the moment. Isn't it July, ASR? What add-ons coming out tomorrow? Yeah, Simon. With all the complaints, you have to spend at least like 3 hours a day. Nabil, there's only so many hours in a day, my man. Only so many days in a week. I got a wife. I got kids. I got a job. There it is, English. Look at that. No confusion this time. Oh, the TSG stuff. I actually completely forgot about that. My main reason for not streaming TSW this week is because I was thinking the next DLC will be on July, the 1st of July. Oh well. I couldn't care less, to be honest. Was I meant to go on that one? Have I done it again? Sure seems like it.
Hallo.
Hi.
Guten Tag.
Tag.
Einmal.
Hallo.
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 Hi. Hallo.
I know there's been situations in the bill where,
Tag.
like when I showed you last time when the game was crashing.
Einmal Schüler bitte.
I'm certain I've done this before.
Schön.
Danke.
Maybe it was with a different bus, I don't know.
Hallo.
What do you prefer, green or... Oh, green olives, bro. Black olives. Oh, black olives are rank.
Hallo.
Green olives,
Moin.
man.
Hallo.
My dad likes
Hallo.
black olives. I never had a taste for them.
Hi. Hallo.
I love my olives. What do you mean, what? You asked, I answered. What are you whatting about? Black olives are disgusting.
Parkplätze 4 und 5.
I actually haven't loaded up Köln-Aachen like since, well, over a year now. Black olives are great, they're really not. Well, in my opinion, they're not. How about that? And I've actually given them a go. And for you to know, I truly don't like them. I don't even find them nice at Subway. They're just too bitter for me. And that's like, I just haven't had some good quality ones. I just find them really, really bitter.
Hi.
Guten Tag. Hallo.
Hello. Oh. For the I think because the bus runs on a real map, Kardar, and because the environment is really good, I have to say the bus. The number one thing that put me off Bus Sim 21 was the fictional map, which is ironic because I drive fictional maps on OMSI, but they're actually done really well. And of course, you know, it's OMSI, so the buses are also done well. Sounds physics, it actually feels like you're driving a bus. So I'm willing to make some trade-offs, but yeah, Bus Sim 21 is a cool game. As a game, it's cool. As a sim, not so much.
Mahlzeit.
Hallo.
A little bit, nerds. Still, I think it still counts as on time. But yeah, a little bit early. Like they say they don't like olives, but then they eat something which has olive oil. Bro. Tell me you're trolling right now. Well, Simon, I know on Xbox they're having a ton of issues with blurriness. But then that's something that Xbox suffers with anyway. No idea what the experience will be like for PlayStation. So it'll be interesting to hear what you have to say once you've given it a go. Well, if people can create maps as good as like what we see in OMSI Cardar, I may consider it. I highly doubt though it's going to be enough to pull me away from OMSI though. Doing what, nerd? Leaving 2 minutes early. Thank you very much, Nabil. Appreciate your good service for the people. I don't know how different countries do it, but for OMSI specifically, you can be 2 minutes either way, and it will say on time. Even 3 minutes sometimes. But for the most part, it's 2 minute. It's a 2 minute limit each way. Are we by an airport? Oh, is this the Airbus area? Is this the Airbus place? Or is that on Hohenkirchen? It's quite cool. I've never been down there, I don't think. I don't understand the map. It's directed me this way. Do we terminate there later? I don't quite understand. Or do we? Is that where we started? I didn't realize there was an airport here. I think that's where we started. Yeah, next station is next stop. Sorry, is Innotek. Oh, nice one, Nabil. Is that the first bus then that we've bought as a company? Ah, yes, this is the Airbus place. I would assume ASR because it's using such a small amount of RAM. VRAM specifically, and it also doesn't make proper use of your CPU. Okay, Nabil, cool. My go-to bus for Hohenkirchen is the Mercedes now, the old school one. One core, no GPU acceleration. Babe.
Hallo.
Guten Tag.
Hallo.
Tag.
Hallo.
It's a bus that goes in the air. I see what you did.
Toulouser Straße.
So is this like a factory? Is this like an Airbus factory? Or... or what? Runs better than Subway Sim 2. I would beg to differ. I would beg to differ, Carter. Well, you've got MSFS for that, ASR, and Explain. And technically Roblox. This map is based in Alheim. Oh, no, I'll stop. And P3D, there you go. You've got the full suite.
Ich möchte gern ein normales Einzelticket haben.
Mahlzeit.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Eine Kurzstrecke bitte. Danke.
Oh, it's fictional. Simon, what was your source earlier? Hope it was in Google AI.
Kanalhafen Kargomord.
I've been recommended to play DCS in VR quite a lot.
There's a real Alheim.
Oh, maybe it's based off that. I did do some research on it, but I forgot. I think the bill actually said what it was. took that turn at 30 kilometers an hour. Like, was it really that deep? I've also lost my digital speedo. I don't know what I pressed, but I don't have my digital speedo anymore. It's not based off anything. That's interesting.
Tag.
Hallo.
Eine Kurzstrecke bitte.
If I ask, how do I change the display? Are you going to tell me I should have read the manual? I don't even know where the controls would be. Yes, okay. I respect the honesty, so I won't ask. Go on, nerd. Prove it. How do I change the display to give me the speedo? The passenger complaints are so funny. They jar me, man. I find them so annoying. So annoying. I mean, Dan, like, you should, right? But, you know, it just so happens that sometimes we don't. For better or for worse. Mostly for worse. Sometimes you just need that extra assistance, you know? Could it have been prevented? Yes. But we're here now. Thank you, Nabil, for the explanation of Omni's performance. So there you go. If you're confused as to why a game that's being played in 2025 runs the way it does, you know, I have an explanation. He's not obligated to give you... No, of course not. Absolutely not. He's not obligated to do anything. However, I would like to prove... I think he hasn't and he's lying. And I would like to prove it now. Also had another friend of ours who loves solving technical issues. See, that's a wise move. Find someone who loves to do that stuff for fun. And they won't get tired of it. Almost every mod, I feel like that's an exaggeration. What could they possibly have changed that almost every mod has been broken? That would take like a core engine upgrade or a new iteration. Yeah, basically. Basically that. I'm doing 50 kilometers an hour on the dot. Why did I get done for speeding? I'm doing 50. You cannot tell me that, bro, on this road, the speed limit is below 50. Come on. What bollocks?
Tag.
No. Your speeding and my speeding is very different, my friend. Very, very different. Caught in 1440p. For going 50 kilometers an hour, I reject it. I reject it. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. I was just doing 80 in a 60 and I was fine. But when I do 50 in a 50, nah. Nah. There's an option to enable and disable mods. What? Officially in the game now? Let's drive our Omni Go. Let's go. I know, bro. But you told that to Nerd and he'll deny it. He'll deny the truth. He'll say it's him. Officially. Okay. That now makes it a little bit more believable that it could have affected mods quite substantially. I mean, ultimately, ASR, I do wonder why they've added that feature altogether. I understand that they want to work with modders and stuff, but if we don't want a mod, we'll just remove the file. You know, like, it's not hard. If you've got like a mod manager, even easier.
Hi.
I just saw your stuff in game chat, Bill.
Junger Mann, da fehlt aber schon noch was. Danke sehr.
Steam Workshop support would be nice. I'd prefer that over everything on Trace and Community. But then you'd have to have faith that everything would be installed in the right place, and I don't know if I can have that faith in DTG. Sit back down, kid. It's not your bus. Bro got excited. Oh, stuttering. It's bad here, isn't it? I feel like I'm playing TSW on PS4. Looks like it as well. Move! Yeah, Nabil, bro, that's what I was expecting from Subway Sim. That's what I was expecting. Why they've done it the way they have, I really don't know. Like, they've just introduced it. This is the opportunity to do it properly, rather than leave it, then continue to do it in a weird way for months and months and years, and then try and change everything. Just do it right from the beginning. Oh, it took you that long to find it in the manual, Nerd. It took you that long. Yeah, I find that odd as well. I don't know how that works. Having the mods on a separate file, but then I guess OMSI does it the same way, right? OMSI does it the same way. Sorry, not OMSI, sorry, ETS2. ETS2 does it the same way. ATS, of course, as well.
Hallo, guten
Einmal
Tag.
mal einen Fahrschein mit.
GNT on the BL114.
Hallo.
Hallo.
Probably an error. They can't put out anything that's like an article or a post that doesn't have some form of error in it. They just can't. I mean, Bill, I just followed the directions that they themselves gave. I don't know whether it was Subway Sim 2 guys or the guys behind the mod, but either way, I just followed the directions that were put out. DCG fix the sparks being black. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm surprised they've even continued, you know, bringing that forward. Usually they'll bring something good and then leave it in the past. Which has been an issue since the SW3. Maybe that's why I've just thought that they don't exist anymore. Because I realized that there was a while ago when it just like hit me that I just haven't seen the sparks in a very long time. And I just thought they had removed it. So what do you mean when you said I could have done it the TSW way, Nabil? The TSW way is using the main game drive.
Hallo.
Guten Tag.
Wait, what? I just realized, so where I got caught speeding, that was a 30-kilometer limit. Huh? Allow it, man. I didn't see anyone else driving at 30 kilometers an hour. That was way past the construction zone, which I'm assuming would have been a 30 kilometer an hour
Hello.
section.
Hallo.
What do you mean simple? Don't speed. Did you see a 30 kilometer an hour sign? I didn't. The DHL, like, what are you lot doing? What the hell was that? The DHL van parked like a numpty, I understand. Why the car?
Ich möchte bitte eine Kurzstrecke haben. Dankeschön.
Eine Busfahrt bitte. Zu meinem nächsten unterwegs.
wasn't it giving him his change before? I kept pressing the button and nothing was happening. They pushed the update, but they just realized that the BR101 expert stuff is not updated. Feels like they also broke other stuff. I have this conversation with my kids when they do this, yeah. I don't even know what to say about a company the size of Dovetail doing it. But how can you keep doing the same things? The same errors, the same mistakes. Over and over and over and over. I don't understand how they do it. It seems like it would be harder to do that than to just do everything properly in the first place. I think I should be... this lane. Bro said I'm free now. I couldn't even keep up with the TSC Discord if I try, man. It's just constantly chatter. Like, to keep up with it, you literally have to be there with your eyes glued to it. So you know what? I think saying that you're free is putting it accurately.
Hallo.
But let's give it like an hour or so in the ASR and see. Because I think there are a lot of numpties. Not just at Dovetail, but also on the forum. Regardless of how long it updated, sometimes Steam won't update your game until you restart Steam. Like, you can have Steam open, a game can get updated, but nothing will show up on your end. It's happened to me a few times. Doesn't happen often, but it happens. It indeed is a mess. Absolutely. I see that they've changed the logo now. It's not the Pride one anymore. Is the hype, the Pride hype over? You know what I absolutely hate when I'm on a bus, yeah? When a driver's running early and there'll be a green light in front of him and he'll be approaching it so slowly so that it could change. I've had a bus driver just straight up just stop at a green light. That was actually quite recently. He's driving slowly. It didn't change. It stayed green. And then he just got to it and stopped while it was green. And he just waited until it turned red. And then when it changed green again, he started moving. What sort of skinny ass bus lane is this?
Hallo.
Gender non-conforming. Is it by force? Is it by just have the guy there and that's it? Is it by force to have something that means something to someone? Jesus Christ, man! I'm offended they're not using the Moroccan flag. Why are they not using the Moroccan flag? I feel unseen. I feel unheard as a Moroccan person. They should put the Moroccan flag. I'm gonna complain to them. I'm deeply hurt and offended. It's a woken trauma.
Guten Tag. Ein Erwachsener bitte. Hallo.
Best drivers are the ones who skip stations when they're late. What? With people there. I've been on both sides of that. I've been the person on the bus where the bus driver has just flown by people waiting for him. And they're just so heartbroken. And then I've also been the heartbroken person where the bus has just flown past me. Hand out, clearly in view, nothing. But I've done what I used to do when I was younger, because I was full of energy and very fast, would be if I could see there was a bit of traffic or somewhere with something that would slow the bus down. I would just run. I'd run to the next bus stop, and then when he opens the door for other people, I'm like, "What's good?" I would literally say, "No, so I'm on your bus now." So what was the point? Or why didn't you just stop? Certain companies, ASR, you just added every single company that exists. Almost. Absolutely not, Nabil. Never, bro. So thankful. So thankful for the bus drivers, generosity and urgency. Oh wait, no, I needed to be on that lane. Oh, this will be our last stop, by the way. Last run, last stop. Is this Hoch? Is this the bus stop or is it over there? Make your run great. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. Expect a random VR sim racing stream later today for testing purposes. Bro, there's no point in me hopping onto that, man. Let me have a look at this though. I will do, Hank. No, I don't want to see highlights. I want to see the full, yeah. Give me the full fat thing. Okay, that's a good thing, I guess. The horns, I know, no, but I'm disappointed, bro. I'm disappointed. Nerd. God forbid. Okay, wait, the music has distracted me a little bit. An advanced settings section for consoles to enable or disable vehicles from other route content being used for AI trains. Is this not just a layering thing that they've had for like a year? Sounds very much like the layer selection. Added a setting to enable or disable passenger accessories such as bags, phones. Who cares? What? Who cares? Why is this? Why is that an option? Why is this an option? Is it like is this something I don't know? Like, does it harm performance like badly? Does it cause crashes? Does it cause stuttering? What? Who cares? What? Why? Who? Why is this? Why? Why does this? Why does this exist? I mean, cool, but no pun intended. But I don't think anybody asked for that. Nobody asked for that. Okay. There was a few of these AWS issues on that route from what I remember. Yeah, this was the one. This is the one specifically that I remember. Can you still not restart the Class 350 then from an emergency brake? This was in... They've only just fixed that. Are you serious? They've only just fixed this. I forgot this was even a problem. They still haven't fixed the brake thing with this train. What a silly little thing. I think it's just caught me a couple times. Ha 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 No shot they've only just fixed this now. What about... Hold on. Wait, so they haven't fixed the issues where cars just go through closed barriers? I mean, why did I skip the Thomas section? Why do you think? What do you mean we got to the interest? What do you mean? You lot, man. Hello. Go watch British Ace. He's waiting for you. British Ace and them man there. There's no Thomas content here. Sorry to be a huge disappointment. There's no Thomas content here. Oh, that sounds very annoying. Bro, it took them... Bro, there's certain things in here that should have just been released as like a 2 megabyte update. You know? On a random Wednesday. That should never have been missed. Yeah, Bill, what are you talking about, brother? Of everything they could have done for these old school routes, yeah. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. What do you mean beta? The whole game's in beta, bro. This is nice as well. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get me to try it again, but good to know it's all here. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, ASR Americans have been starving. Or let me say, have been starved for content throughout TSW5, if we're being honest. Okay, obviously very specific things, but yeah, good to see anyway. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be enough to get me back into it, to trying it. These were present since literally day one. I'm not even going to go and check the exact date that it released, but yeah, it took too long. Like, there are little things like that that should have just been fixed day one, if not week one. Prevented cheating in MC pipe scenario by preventing cutting in the brakes and getting better than intended brake performance. It's not that deep, bro. It's not CSGO. It's not that deep. Okay, well, interesting anyway. No Motorfest today, Nabil. Simon, neither could I. And there was at least two scenarios that I couldn't do. Oh yeah, MBTA commuter, but that, bro, that dead route. Not gonna lie. It's not even a dead route, man. I guess the journey mode was dead, but nah. Yes, yeah. Thank you, Harry. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good horns. Thank you. Anyway, let's get that off. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Like I said, expect a VR sim racing stream for testing purposes. So don't expect it to be, hey, we're gonna be sim racing today, and then it's all very nice and smooth. It's going to be a test. So it's gonna be a bit messy. It might go smoothly. Who knows? It might be very pleasant. But yeah, it'll be mostly for testing purposes, and then I'll obviously do some racing as well. I'll have some fun with it. I need to remember how to get Twitch chat to stick over a game so that I can actually, respond to you guys. It means I won't see anything on TikTok, unfortunately, but I mean, 2 comments per every 2 hours. I'm not really losing much. Thank you, Hank. Thank you, mate. Yes, I believe ASR. Let me double check. My Discord is bugged. I'll open it, it'll be a black screen, I'll minimize it. Oh, it's not even working now. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, my Discord is just a black screen. Cool, man. Really nice. Thank you, Carter. You too, my man. ASR, the stream I'm referring to will be later today. Later tonight. Not tomorrow. I'm not doing any specific sim racing streams this week. It's all going to be, well, other than today. The plan is to do them offline. So yeah, whether it's later tonight, whether it's tomorrow, I'll see you guys on the next one, hopefully. I don't have any particular time, ASR. Like I said, it's not going to be like a proper stream. I'm gonna have a bit of a break. And yeah, whether it's after I have my dinner, whether it's before, I don't know. But at some point, I will control R. Thank you, Hank. At some point, I will come. 2 out of 10. I don't intend it at any time. There's no time, bro. It could be any time. I don't have any particular time in mind. Just that it will be later today. So, if you've got the announcement, if you've got like a notification thing on Discord, then obviously you'll be notified. Otherwise, just keep an eye there or keep an eye on Twitch. I won't, Hank. I won't. I'll do it now. I'll do it now straight after I finish. But yeah, whether I see you guys later tonight, whether it's tomorrow, put it on the Discord there, so put it on the Discord because I'm gonna end now. I'll see you guys on the next one. As always, take it. Well, first of all, thank you for joining me today. It's been a pleasure. And take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Health is wealth. Jesus Christ loves you all. And until the next one, peace out.